What is good, guys? It's Rey-Jay back with another video. And in this one, I want to break down what's going on with Tesla, SPY, Nvda, the QQQ, and a couple of other tickers. I'm going to break down what's happening with the charts this far and give you guys a very, very quick technical update. But let me first say that I am not a financial planner, so take nothing I say as financial advice. And also, if you guys can, please check out the Moomoo link, which is down below and in the description. We sign up for Moomoo, deposit $100 into the account. You are guaranteed 5 free stocks. Put in $1,000 and you're guaranteed up to 15 free stocks. Anyways, looking at the market, you guys could see that looking at SPY, we have this very, very nice uptrend that's trying to be established. Don't forget that later on today, we have Joe Biden's State of the Union address, and we actually have Jerome Powell kind of speaking right now at his testimony. But for the most part, he's just saying the same things as yesterday. Nothing's really changing. Most of what he's saying about the economy is quite positive about how there's projected growth that's going to likely continue, in his opinion. He also mentioned that the Fed still has work to do because policy moves will depend on incoming data. There's not really enough evidence to say that inflation is coming back to 2% right now, but the Fed has work to do. However, despite that, he is giving them a lot of uh, commitment and a lot of notions about how the Fed is going to continue to do its job, and they're just continuing to do its best for the U.S. economy. He also mentioned that so far there's been a lot of improvement in the data, so he's giving it some credits, but he's just saying that they need more information to make more claims. So, anyways, what's happening with the markets? With Jerome Powell speaking, market is still pumping. We're approaching the all-time high on SPY. We've broken past the 512 resistance, and we're just continuing to push. So our all-time high is around this 514 area. We'll see how this ends up reacting. So far, we're testing 514 to 514.2. This is where we have this resistance at the all-time high. If we break past this, 515 is going to be our next target. There's going to be tight resistance there, followed by 516.5. For support, I'm going to be watching 513.8 as a minor support, followed by 513.5, 512 flat, followed by this 511.5 area. But overall, we're testing 514 very nicely. SPY is holding up very well, and there's a very good chance it's going to try to break the all-time high and just continue to push. Now, politics is one of the reasons why it's pushing this hard. Biden has his big speech today, and on top of this, Jerome Powell is helping the market, and all the economic data that came out today has been quite well. So that being said, there's not really much else coming out. For now, just know the chart is looking bullish. For the QQQ, it's no different. We're also holding up very nicely. We're approaching this gap fill area. So we're trying to fill this gap here at this 444 area. If this breaks, we have this very, very nice chop zone between 445 and 446 to be watching for if we could get past the 444 area. For support, watch 443.5, followed by 442. Overall, the QQQ is holding up nicely. It does have more potential to push higher, and so far, so good from the triple Q. For Nvda, we're also holding up very nicely. If we look at Nvidia's chart, we actually broke past our resistance at 908. Now we're approaching the next resistance worth watching for. It's going to be very close to this 915 area, followed by 920. So I'm going to be watching this very, very carefully. Nvidia is just continuing to rip upwards. There's no sign of this slowing down. And this is helping the QQQ to a large extent. So that's good news for Nvidia. We're still holding up well. If 920 breaks, I'll be watching 925 for a psychological level. And so far, we're just continuing to rip. So watch and see how well we get as we try to push towards 920. So far, so good from Nvidia, looking very, very bullish. 925 is worth watching, followed by 930 if we do break past 920. Aapl, on the other hand, is looking very lackluster. We have come back down. We're going to be watching support at 169. It's just going to trade sideways most likely. Resistance is at 170 and 170.9. Support is at 169 followed by 168. Overall, we're kind of stuck, and we'll see how well this can actually hold up. We need to try to get back up of 170 to turn bullish. We're still kind of below that, so Aapl is still not the strongest, and it's just very, very weak. It may just continue to trade sideways. Not looking that great because a lot of bad news. But Tesla, on the other hand, it's showing some life. Finally, it came down to critical support at this 172 to 170 area. And now we're trying to bounce right here. So watch 178 as support, 180 as resistance. And if we break below 178, watch 177.6, followed by 175 and 173.75. These are the levels we kind of bounced off of during the pre-market. Overall, Tesla's holding up well. It's been stuck between 177.6 and about 180 for quite some time. But overall, we're not doing quite bad. Let's hope that Tesla continues to hold up despite the bad news that came out. It is trying to rebound a bit because it dropped way too hard too fast, and the market's helping it to some extent. And now we're just kind of trading sideways up here. So I'm not saying Tesla's very strong or anything like that, but it's showing a little bit of life. Anyways, with that being said, I just want to thank you all so much for listening. I want to make this video nice, quick, short, and simple. Let me just go over a couple more tickers just for fun. We have a few more that are trying to run. We have some out there. I'm going to talk about Super Micro. I know a lot of people are interested in this. Going to be watching resistance at the 20 EMA, 1127, and it's very, very tight around that range. So it doesn't have to be exactly, but very close to that. And above that, we have 1150. For support, we're going to be watching 1116, followed by 1100 flat. So far, so good. It's holding up decently. Russell 2000 is trying to push, and we're looking to see if we can try to break past 208. That's going to be our resistance. And also 207.25. Support's at 205. We're looking bullish so far, so it could push higher. Apple's a little bit lackluster, like I said before. Microsoft has bounced off that 400 support. We're now approaching 407 as resistance. If it breaks past this, watch 410. For Coinbase, we're bullish. We're trying to bounce towards 240, and then we could go up to 245 if that breaks. Google's trying to bounce. Amazon's bouncing as well. Looking pretty good, hitting 176.5. We could be pushing for 178 again. Meta's looking bullish as well, trying to hit 510 plus. So far, so good from the markets. SPY is also on a breakout, so it's looking pretty strong. This is Helping Tesla, guys. Do what you have to do. I'll see you guys very soon in the next one. Thank you for listening, and peace out.